hey, ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey.
What's up, revolutionaries? DC
The
with you
TPP
here
has got to go.
with the robust opposition currently in South Lake Tahoe. And you're watching a Periscope feed of the Tell Obama that no TPP, no fracking. And this is a live stream being brought to you by an associate of Lauren Steiner, who is also on a hangout right now that we want to go to right away. Lauren, why don't you go ahead and tell us what we're seeing here? What's going on?
Okay, well, we've got about 30 people here right now. We are at the corner of Harvey casinos in Las Vegas. We're about a block away from an outdoor arena that's being set up in a parking lot for something called the Lake Tahoe Summit. And basically, they're here to celebrate the $450 million that the Obama administration gave to Lake Tahoe to preserve the lake, which is probably dying due to climate change. And we're here to tell them that the $450 million is going to be money wasted if they continue to keep fracking and if they pass the TPP, which will not only override most fracking bans, such as the one I was able to achieve with the Beverly Hills, I might add, but any environmental regulations if they affect a corporation's expected future profits. So we have local organizations here, local indigenous rights organizations, DMA, which stands for water, and DAHA, which is the real name for Tahoe. They're going to be speaking at the rally. We have Nicole Lutkemuller, who is a fellow Bernie delegate. She and I met in Philly. She was part of the TPP protest I helped organize. We have another Bernie delegate, Chris Caroso, who came up all the way from San Diego for this protest. And we have other local environmental groups. We have Rainforest Action's Keep It in the Ground campaign, and everybody's going to be speaking as soon as I sign off. We are waiting for Obama's motorcade. He is expected to start speaking at 2 o'clock. We're hoping that they won't reroute him in another direction, but we're also waiting for Jerry Brown, who I've also been protesting since 2012. We've been protesting him, petitioning him to ban fracking in California. You shouldn't be fracking in California. Not only does it cause climate change, it causes impacts to human health, causes earthquakes, it uses too much water in a state that is prone to both earthquakes and drought. So, and also, fracking is quadrupled under Obama, by the way. So we're here to tell them both, no TPP and no fracking. So I may or may not be able to get back to you later, but just keep watching the live stream. You'll see our petitions, and you'll see if Obama's motorcade passes us. One thing that I will say is yesterday on the plane to Reno, it was pointed out to me that Brandon Flowers, the lead singer for The Killers, was on the plane, and he was up in first class. And The Killers are going to be performing here today. So I went up and had a little talk with him, educated him about the TPP, he had never heard of them, and asked him if he would be willing to wear this shirt that I'm wearing when he plays his set. And he said, no, unfortunately, he couldn't do that. He plays in a band with 3 other people. They would all have to agree on something like that. They're not very political. From Las Vegas, and Harry Reid is a friend of his dad's. And Harry Reid asked him to play, and he said he talked to Harry Reid for me, and I said, good, because Harry Reid's against TPP too. Tell him to tell Obama not to introduce it in the lame duck session of Congress. So I'm signing out now, and you'll see me introduce the rally, and then maybe we'll catch up with each other later.
That sounds really good, Lauren. That sounds perfect. We'll check in on the Periscope, and we'll check in with you later if you get find another time to check in. Well, welcome everybody. We jumped right into the robust opposition there with Lauren Steiner in South Lake Tahoe. It was a last-minute scramble, as it usually is, to try to get these links and find the Periscopes and the information that's coming in. Of course, we're trying to do this on Project Sanity. We're trying to find reasons to go live and bring you live news and stuff that's happening in the world of activism, and creating what a show that I'm going to start calling the robust opposition, which is what we really need to stop what's going on in this political environment with Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, obviously the two mainstream choices. The status quo is as of today, in some of the primaries that we saw yesterday, this Hillary Clinton and the status quo is safe. They are seem to be well on their way to maintaining power. So we're going to create a robust opposition to bring the activists and the new politicians, the new Bernie-crats, if you will, the new people that are running for office, and making this a real revolution beyond what Bernie gave us. So what we are watching here, folks, this is a Periscope from South Lake Tahoe. And as Lauren said, there's about probably 40 people, 35, 40 people. This is an anti-TPP protest at the Lake Tahoe Forum, where President Obama, Governor Jerry Brown, and Bob Boxer, Feinstein, a number of people are here at this forum.
Further or right on that side?
So we're going to check in on this live stream. If we have any other live streams, drop it in YouTube, folks. If you find any other links, we're going to be looking for them. We're also going to be talking to some other Project Sanity folks here.
I can go,
And
right?
hopefully, I know Adair might join in, but of course, my good friend and cohort here on Project Sanity. Let me find your camera here. Where are you? There you are.
I'm hiding.
There you are. I just got to push the right buttons and oh, there we go. Okay. There he is. Eric Miller. Welcome, Eric.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you. So this is pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited.
Here we are trying to put together a. I'm going to try to fix your lower third here so you're not covered up by a frame. But here we are and trying to do live news. Live news here on Project Sanity. And it was kind of a scramble. So please forgive us. I am working the back end. But Eric, do me a favor. Let's talk about. You were at a TPP protest yesterday as well. So
yes.
I'm going to bring you up here appropriately. There we go. Tell us about where you were yesterday, and I'm going to try to get some other shots lined up.
Yeah, not a problem. So, yeah, yesterday was really an exciting and fun day, actually, in my view. We did two separate actions. First, we went to the office of Representative Denny Heck, who serves here in Olympia, Washington. And then second, we went to the office of Derek Kilmer, who his office is in Tacoma, Washington. And kind of what we did is we protested outside of the different buildings that their offices are located, and we attempted to make contact with them, but that did not happen. Additionally, later in the day, there was a third action taken, which I didn't have the chance to get to, but it was against Patty Murray, who is a U.S. Senator based out of Washington as well. All three of these actions are within 30 miles of each other, so it was a pretty amazing day in the state of Washington in terms of anti-TPP protests. So one thing that I noticed from the two actions that I played a part of is we kind of heard the same rhetoric. So we would go in and we had hundreds of postcards that were filled out by the constituents of these U.S. representatives at the Rock the TPP concert that was held in Seattle, Washington last Friday. 2 Fridays ago now. And we got kind of the same response from the aides. The representatives are still studying this and they still haven't made their decisions, and kind of that empty rhetoric to just kind of get us to shoo away, but we're not the type of people to just shut up and keep our mouths closed. So we kept pressing and we kept expressing our concerns. And the other thing that I noticed that happened almost entirely the same between both offices was when we talked about sitting down with the representatives and having a conversation about the TPP, we kind of got the same empty rhetoric about, oh yeah, we're totally open to scheduling something with you guys. Well, we've been trying to schedule meetings with these representatives in some cases for 3 years now and have had no meetings, and we show up to their offices and get no meetings. And maybe it's because we warned them that we're coming to protest, hoping that they will actually be there to talk with us. But instead, I think that they kind of take that as a chance to kind of tuck and run, so to speak. And so it was really awesome. We did have some big media show up. The local Fox channel showed up to our action in Tacoma, Washington. Oh, we got both audios going on here. I guess they're getting a double dip of me right now with the audio, so we apologize. We'll be working on that. Anyway, continuing. So yeah, both these actions were pretty awesome. We hope to hear a response very soon. Something that's been big in the news that I'd like to talk about is the fact that Mitch McConnell has come out and said that the TPP in its current form he will not bring to a vote in the House or the Senate, excuse me. However, I don't think that we should take that too much to heart. Number one, the Senate is not in session right now. They're at recess, so this could just be a political strategy to try to get us to all shut up. Number two, there is a rumor, and I saw this on the Tom Hartman show, and apparently he has sources close to the Senate that have told him that the TPA fast-track vote actually has enabled Obama to bring the TPP up to get voted on in both the House and the Senate without needing the support of Mitch McConnell. So that is something to think about. So we're hearing a lot of, oh yeah, we won, which we are definitely making progress, but we need to keep the pressure on, because if it is true that Obama will have the right to go ahead and bring the vote up on his own, then we definitely need to keep fighting, keep putting the pressure on, and we can't stop doing that. And as you see at the Lake Tahoe protest right now, which I think we'll be getting back to momentarily, this is happening all across the country, and I think it's awesome that activists are starting to stand up, and it seems that media is starting to pay attention, even though I don't think they're paying enough attention. We have the actions going on at Standing Rock against the Dakota, so to speak, pipeline, and thousands of people are going out there. This morning, the news came in that the state of North Dakota has actually shut down two of the major highways that feed into Cannonball, North Dakota, which is where a lot of protesters are gathering. And so they're definitely trying to shut this down. And now that we're on the topic of TPP, another big important thing to remember is the internet has led to and kind of paved the way for us all to connect on these issues and spread the word on the importance of these issues. And part of what the TPP is trying to do, and I would thank Tambourine Borelli for really driving this point home with me, is to sort of monitor and put a hall monitor on the internet. And in the words of Hillary Clinton, I believe in 2004 or 2008, a gatekeeper to the internet. And they really want to use the TPP as a way to stop anything that could hurt a corporation's profits in the eyes of the corporation. So things like that would be them shutting down commentation on things that may lead to protests and actions that may be taken. And so the TPP, that's another thing that doesn't really get discussed, is they're trying to shut down the internet in terms of the way that we are using the internet to organize. I'd also like to take some time to talk about an action that is really close and important to me that's going on in the state of Washington, and that is a write-in campaign. And this is important, and it's very on topic, because we are basically running a candidate as a write-in candidate against anybody that is running for office, especially at the state level, that supports the TPP or has at least not spoken out against it. So a few examples of that is Jennifer Ferguson is running against Patty Murray. As discussed a few minutes ago, Denny Heck was someone we took action against yesterday, and Tambourine Borelli is running against him as a write-in candidate. I myself am running as a write-in candidate for state treasurer, and that's because there's 2 Republican candidates that moved on in the primary, even though there was more Democratic votes. There was more votes for Democratic candidates, but the way things worked out is that there was a large number of Democratic candidates, so that vote was split in between, I believe it was 5 candidates, whereas the Republicans only had 2 candidates. So the Republican vote was only split between 2 people, where the Democratic vote was almost evenly split between all the Democrats that ran. So there's a lot of things going around our country, inside the Our Revolution movement, outside of the Our Revolution movement. But I just want to make a point that this is our revolution, irregardless of the whether or not you're taking part in the Our Revolution nonprofit. This is our revolution. It doesn't matter if you're involved with the Our Revolution organization or if you're just involved in grassroots politics. It doesn't matter. This is our revolution, and it's amazing that Lauren Steiner is out there right now fighting against Obama, and that all those people have gone to Lake Tahoe to stand up against the TPP. And the other issue is fracking. That's
Right.
the other thing that they're protesting there and really bringing light to. And I think that the 2 issues kind of come hand in hand. And I apologize that I keep ranting and rambling guys, but Dave is getting things all set for us in the back room, so I'm just buying him some time.
I appreciate you doing it, Eric, because I am just trying to work out some technical issues. But it seems we do have a good audio, and we're waiting to hook up again to the Periscope of the protests in South Lake Tahoe and to reconnect with Lauren Steiner. But she was available, and we had the stream all at the top of the show. So we're going to be going back to that as soon as we find any more activity on the ground in South Lake Tahoe. Not a lot about this in the mainstream media. And of course, yes, TPP and fracking are connected. And really the overall connection to all of this is water. This is what's going on with the protest, the Standing Rock protests. That pipeline, these pipelines are going to go underneath a water source. And so that's why that is going on. We definitely have a robust opposition over there. And actually, I have some footage that we're going to go to of the protests that are going on there in North Dakota. It's North Dakota, right? One of the Dakotas, North Dakota. And I also have a little clip from Democracy Now! I want to go to at some point. So we want to talk a little bit about what's going on in the news. More towns, Chicago, I think now it's Chicago that has water problems. Watts, we heard from Jasmine Abdullah at the Hillary Clinton protest in Beverly Hills, talking about how just in Watts, just several miles away from where we were, you can't drink the water there. The people can't drink the water. So it really does. It is tied to water, the TPP is it looks like it's we're doing everything we can. The Our Revolution people, which they're one of their issues is trying to stop the TPP from coming up in the lame duck session. But with regards to that, it looks like that a couple of Bernie-crats, well, at least one Bernie-crat didn't make it in Florida. It looks like Debbie Wasserman Schultz prevailed. Tim Canova wasn't quite ready to concede, but it looks like that Debbie Wasserman Schultz has prevailed. John McCain prevailed in Arizona, and so the status quo, it looks like, is solidifying its power, and Hillary's not going to have to worry about the rogue Donald Trump. But we'll see. We know he's going down to Mexico, which is a surprising move. But nothing really surprises us with Donald Trump. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays up. I know there's live streaming going on down there at protests that are happening in Mexico. So if we come across any of those, maybe we'll bring those to you too, the robust opposition down there. Still looking for the live stream here in South Tahoe. We know that the speakers are being introduced, and Lauren's going to be interviewed by the press. So we're going to try to go back to that as soon as we can. I'm going to bring in let's watch this video. I'm going to bring up this video, Eric, of, am I muted? I don't think so.
It's just me. I don't know how to work this machine.
That's okay. Yeah, Chella's trying to help me out on that. Chella is trying to help me out producing in the back room today because there's nobody else except Eric. We usually need like 3 or 4 people to really pull off a good tight show. And Eric's like, I'll jump in with you, and Chella's like, I'm with you. So she's learning stuff in the back room, and we're trying to work it out. This is grassroots. We're all volunteers. We've never done it before. Yes, Chella hasn't never done it before, but she's doing great. She's doing awesome, and she maybe jump in a little later. But we do have some stuff coming up tomorrow with regards to this protest in North Dakota. Eric, who's on the regular show, Project Sanity, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, live every Thursday night. We're going to have a live report from the protest. Would you tell us a little bit about that, and I'll get a video up.
Yeah. So a good friend of mine, Miguel, actually is headed out. Actually, he's already been there, and so he's going to ask some questions to some people for us, and he's going to kind of cover what's going on out there. And another friend to the show, Jessa Lewis, is also out there, and we're currently trying to coordinate with her right now to get her to get with Miguel so they can kind of do a joint coverage of this for us. So pretty excited for that. Miguel has been telling me that the people out there are just amazing, that there's such a good, vibrant, positive energy.
It looks like we've got the protest back, so I'm going to bring that.
Awesome.
We have
Cool.
to end this right now. We have this beautiful time right now, this window of opportunity in the lame duck session where President Obama has the authority to end these programs. He could stop the PPP. He could end fossil fuel leasing on public lands and our oceans and take out 25% of climate change emissions and make that first huge, bold step to really address climate change. He can do it. We can do it. So we know how this works, right? We know this story. Those of you who are coming out on a Wednesday, this isn't your first rodeo. We know that it is people power that's going to make it happen. People power is what is going to hold our politicians accountable. It is people power that is going to push us to the next level. And it is people power that canceled the Keystone XL. It is people power that has brought together the solidarity and amazing, unprecedented unity amongst the tribes right now standing at the Dakota Access Pipeline. It is people power that is going to make this happen. So again, thank you to each of you, and I just want you to join me real quick in a chant. We're just going to do a call and response. I'm going to say, keep fossil fuels, and you're going to say, in the ground. Got it? All right, let's do it. Keep fossil fuels!
In the ground!
Keep fossil fuels!
In the ground!
Keep fossil fuels!
In the ground!
All right, and next we're going to have Rick Shepard. Are you ready to step up? Yeah. Rick Shepard here from Nevada.
Thank you. Want to stand over there?
Thank you very much, thank you. Some of you recognize me as the guy who was going to be your next congressional representative for CD2.
Woo!
We'll do that again in 2 years. Absolutely. Thank you for your support. We are here today for some very significant reasons. We've all brought up some great ideas, and there's so much more to it. The biggest part about this, though, is that it's we the people. It is our voice that makes this stuff happen. The Keystone XL pipeline would have taken place, but we the people stood together and said no, because this is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. The Keystone XL pipeline went down because we stood together and made it go down, but there is still more work to be done. For those of you who don't know, and I suspect that's very few here gathered today, there is currently a lawsuit pending. $15 billion is what these corporations believe they're entitled to because the pipeline didn't happen. Imagine how ridiculous it is that you think you're entitled to profits because you didn't get to rape the land. This is absurd, and this is an example of what we will be encountering if we allow agreements like the Trans-Pacific Partnership to go through. A tripartite of corporate lawyers will decide our sovereignty as a nation. They will decide our rights as a people. They will be the ones who determine whether or not our treaties and our laws are viable or stand up against the scrutiny of corporate interests. This is why we stand against the Trans-Pacific Partnership, because we believe that our nation matters more than corporate interests. Thank you.
Delaware, are you ready? Delaware, can somebody grab him?
Delaware!
Michael! 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 Go! Really? Get Delaware!
Hello. So it's said that there are some people who look at what is and ask why, and there's others who look at what has not been and ask why not. And I'm glad to be with a whole bunch of why notters. So why not? What can we do? You know, TTP is about keeping local people from doing things. It's about internationalists taking away our national sovereignty, taking away our local sovereignty, and telling us we cannot do what we know needs to be done. Because the smoke is a little bit better today, but our forests are burning down. Right? The ocean is shutting down. The thermohaline conveyor is shutting down. And that's because of the melting of the ice caps and the fresh water at the poles. We are at a moment of crisis. We need to come together to survive.
Now!
Join or die.
Now! Yes!
And we can do it here in Da'o Aga'ite. This is in Tahoe. That is Da'o. That is big water. It's sacred water.
Sacred.
And we are in sacred land.
Yes, we are.
And we need to defend the water here. And we do that by imagining what a fossil-free civilization could look like.
Water is life.
Let's show them, let's show the world in Tahoe what we can do without fossil fuels. The prosperity, a fossil fuel-free Tahoe. We can imagine it. We can make it happen. We can move beyond the pillbox of politics where there's left and right, and we can come together as local people, control our local destinies, and take care of the water where we live. The land that lends us life. We borrow this land, this earth, this water, this air for our animated little dance we call life. We have a brief moment that we get to do this dance. And the mark of a human being is how they show gratitude for this gift.
Amen.
And we show it by coming together and building things for the seventh generation yet to come. We are in alliance with the people at Standing Rock because they are fighting the same battle. We must all become new Indigenous people. Indigenous is not a right. Indigenous is a responsibility to the land that we stand on and the water that falls upon us. So let's come together and build a better civilization here in Da'o. Let's show people what can be done. Amangawe dime aga ite.
Oh, guys, everybody's going to come soon if these cops are standing here. I'm just saying.
I just wanted to mention briefly about the ISDS part of the Trans-Pacific Partnership, the Investor-State Dispute Settlement Agreement, the Investor-State Dispute Settlement Agreement, because I believe it's the core part of the Trans-Pacific Partnership and the main reason why it needs to be stopped. The ISDS allocate awards three corporate corporate attorneys appointed by no multinational corporations are given the right to take the cases from the multinational corporations, and that panel of 3 corporate attorneys allocates unlimited amounts of U.S. taxpayer dollars to the multinational corporations, and there is no appeal. There is no limit on the amount of money that 3 corporate attorneys can award to the multinational corporations, just claiming that they've lost some profit, with not necessarily any proof. And so it's more power than the U.S. Congress has to allocate money, and it leads to all the other problems in the TPP, and why we have to stop the TPP. Thank you.
What do we want to say when the motorcade gets here? Stop!
Don't betray us.
No TPP or TPP don't betray us? Or
Don't betray us. I like don't betray us. Don't betray us.
Don't betray us? Just chant that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't betray us.
Okay, folks, that was great. Give a hand for all of our speakers who educated us about the dangers of TPP and fracking.
Okay.
Now we see the police and the sheriff and the whole state. To avoid protesters whenever possible. So I can only hope that he does see us. But we're here, the guests are seeing us, and hopefully the media that's covering this will get this out to a wider audience. So now we're just going to continue chanting, and maybe we'll even see if we can march over there closer to 2 o'clock when he is expected to arrive. Thank you all very much for coming out. No TPP!
No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP!
I'm a musician.
No
You can do
TPP!
it.
No TPP! No TPP! No
Yes.
TPP!
Can you ship that to me? I can absolutely. Thanks. I'd like to, take a quick peek, yes. You know how to get that to me, right? Oh yeah. I'll have, yep, I've got a bunch of info. I'll have this video, I'll probably upload it and I'll be able to have a file on hand so I can send it to, personally and everything like that. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh yeah.
Okay, we have some entertainment for you that I was unaware of, but it's great. We have Justice for the Peace from Nevada City, and they're going to set up and play some political songs for you. I was assured that they have songs on fracking and the TPP. One thing that I wanted to mention is the TPP Action Network, which I said was comprised, well, I should say founded by Bernie Sanders delegates. They are doing another event. I hope you're taking note, Secret Service, because we got a group in Honolulu right now who are going to be protesting outside of the World Conservation Congress in Honolulu tonight between 5 and 8 p.m. And even though it's supposed to be torrential rain, these protesters cannot be deterred because, like the mail service, neither sleet nor snow nor rain nor whatever, all these events caused by climate change, by the way, can keep the TPP Action Network for delivering the message to Obama that we must stop the TPP. So, are we ready, Justice Action Network? Yeah. Oh, okay. So we're going to do a chant. So, whose streets are Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets?
Our streets!
Whose streets?
Our streets!
Show me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
Show me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
Show me what democracy looks like!
This is what democracy looks like!
Hey, hey, ho, ho!
The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go!
The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
Corporate side!
Hey Obama, you can't hide! We can see your corporate side! Hey Obama, you can't hide! We can see your corporate side! Hey Obama, you can't hide! We can see your corporate side! Hey Obama, you can't hide! We can see your corporate side! Hey Obama!
So you like that selfie stick thing?
Yeah, I am. It's easier to hold it steady. I'm live streaming the kind of
Where?
everything. It's an app. It's an app called Periscope, and I've got the link out on Twitter. They've shared it a few people, and in addition to that, it'll be saved. We'll have the video for some people to use. You know, things like that.
You watch TYT?
Yeah.
I'm wondering why they're not here.
Right.
You know, where is TYT?
Exactly. Where is TYT? But Project Sanity is here. You're watching ProjectSanity.org and OurRevolution.tv simulcast this show. This is the Robust Opposition. We are watching live streaming Periscope from Eden Alardis, a friend of Lauren Steiner, who we know from working here in LA, Los Angeles for Bernie Sanders, and now Our Revolution LA. And we are currently watching a friend of hers streaming from the protest in South Lake Tahoe, Nevada, side of the border, where President Obama, Governor Jerry Brown, Diane Feinstein, Barbara Boxer, senators here in California, as well as others, will be speaking at the South Lake Tahoe Forum. And these protesters are hopefully already going to see the motorcade go by. That's what you're watching. Thanks for watching ProjectSanity.org. Subscribe to the channel, and we're going to bring you live news from the activist world whenever we can.
Like, fracking is hurting the earth because the water, they're using oils and stuff to pull up the oil that they need up from the ground, and it's causing earthquakes in places that there's never been an earthquake, so it's hurting the animals, and the animals don't know how to deal with it.
That's right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Ban fracking now! 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 Ban fracking now!
There we go. Okay. Yeah, we got it. How about Let's do hit the road frack.
They want to privatize profits and socialize costs, man. Corporate welfare.
Are you live there? Hi there. We're Justice for the Peace band from Nevada City. And this is, we want you to sing along if you can. This is called Hit the Road Frack. Hi, Pamela. I'm in. Hit the road, frack, and don't you come back to frack no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, frack, and don't you come back no more. Well, oil corporations treat the earth so mean. They're the meanest corporations that I've ever seen. Corporations ain't natural, so they'll have to pack their rigs and go now. Hit the road, frack, and don't you come back to frack no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, frack, and don't you come back no more. Well, they poison our water, so we can't drink, you know. They poison the air, so we can't think. The livestock are dying, so I guess we're next to go.
Folks, you're watching the Robust Opposition on ProjectSanity.org, simulcasting to OurRevolution.tv. This is a protest, no TPP, stop the TPP, stop fracking protest for Obama in South Lake Tahoe. You're watching a Periscope stream from Ian Alardis, looks like Alardis, and Lauren Steiner is on the ground reporting. She'll be checking in with us if she gets some interviews, but looks like
what'd you say? Hit the road, frack, and don't you come back to
getting some honks.
No more, no more.
And we're gonna stick with this for a little while, and hopefully we'll get some more sound bites, and we'll come in and talk about some news in a little bit. So stand by. You're watching ProjectSanity.org. Be sure to subscribe and get notifications for whenever we do go live with the Robust Opposition.
Listen, hedge funds are getting the money in hard as can. Listen, the people say no frack, no TPP. Listen, the people say no TPP.
No TPP! 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 No TPP!
Trump supporters over there, I'm talking to you two. How would you like to hold a no TPP sign and support your candidate's major issue? You know why Donald Trump is speaking out against the TPP all over America? Because he can see how NAFTA and all the other trade deals that have followed have hollowed out the middle class of this country.
Freedoms to one another,
is right on that.
Our Constitution is
7,000 factories.
Chairman Mao says even a landlord can be right once in a while.
And guess what? Other Republicans use the TPP too. You know who? Republicans who are small business owners. Why is that? Because small and medium-sized businesses have contracts with larger corporations. So when larger corporations ship their factories and those jobs overseas, the small and medium-sized businesses also lose their businesses and their workers lose their jobs. So that is why the TPP is a bipartisan issue. Both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are against the TPP.
No TPP!
So why do you think Obama's trying to pass it? Obama's trying to raise $1 billion for his presidential library, an obscene amount, a monument to himself. This is what he wants his legacy to be, quadrupling fracking and passing the TPP. 100 multinational against this, and the American people are against this. Why is he doing it? We have to tell him no TPP! 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 Like the water. No TPP! No! No TPP! You get it? You got it? We'll keep saying it till you do. No! No TPP! No! No TPP! No! Hey Obama, you can hide.
We charge you with ecocide.
Hey Obama, you can hide.
We charge you with ecocide.
Hey Obama, you can hide.
We charge you with ecocide.
Hey Obama, you can hide. We can see your corporate side. Hey Obama, you can
Wish I could zoom in on
We
this.
can see your corporate side.
You'll be able to digitally zoom later.
You can hide.
We charge you with ecocide.
You can hide.
We charge you with ecocide.
We charge you with ecocide.
Right, charge you with ecocide. That's a new one.
Is it easy?
They were environmental terrorists. Well, that's what they call us. That's what they call us.
Looks like the police just showed up.
My dear, would you like to go to something? Okay.
I wonder if this is a permitted rally. I'm not sure.
No TPP! 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 No TPP!
News from South Lake Tahoe, Nevada. This is the No TPP, No Fracking protest at the Lake Tahoe Forum, where Obama is expected to show up, as well as Governor Jerry Brown of California, Senators Diane Feinstein and Barbara Boxer. And this is the robust opposition on projectsanity.org, also simulcast on ourrevolution.tv. And we are covering activist news from around the country and around from world. This is South Lake Tahoe, Nevada.
Okay.
But you don't know what you got till it's gone. They paid paradise, put up a parking lot. Yeah. You know they took all the trees and put them in a tree museum. You know what? Let's bump that up to another. Can you do that? Really?
All right, folks, so we are still checking in on that protest in South Lake Tahoe, and we're going to keep that line open. If it gets exciting, we saw a police officer show up. We're not sure if this is permitted. Small crowd, really. Probably about 50 or so activists.
Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They paid paradise and put up a parking lot.
Okay, so we will check back in with Lauren and the, let me turn this off here. We're going to check back in with Lauren and the stream from Ian at the South Lake Tahoe protest. But I wanted to bring up a little bit of news and some video from North Dakota, where we know activists are continuing to stop the pipeline that's threatening to destroy their water. This is all connected with water. We basically are, as a people, I think, Eric, finally standing up to the oil and gas companies. We hope that's going to be the case, that this robust opposition will. It seems to be fragmenting. There seems to be some fragmentation going on now that our leader, Bernie Sanders, has dropped out. You know, we're seeing the establishment sort of get a foothold again in these primaries in Florida and in Arizona. It looks like the status quo is well on its way to maintaining power. And activists and progressives that are running for office are in the face of this. And now with this Our Revolution organization, there's questions about whether or not they're going to be effective enough in being able to help down ballot candidates due to their structure. What do you think?
Yeah, I think the structure will definitely make it a little difficult. I know that was definitely one of the complaints from the different people that left was the fact that the structure of the company I always get the number mixed up if it's 503 or 504c.
Yeah, 501c3, I think it is.
Yeah, see, I was wrong. Both of my guesses were wrong, so I guess I digress. But yeah, so I would say that it does make it difficult. I would say at this current point in time that the revolution itself, at least from what I have done and the work that I'm doing and the people that I'm involved with, Bernie Sanders is kind of acknowledged as someone who has ignited a fire. But as one person told me, he was the match that lit the fire, but the match burns out and the fire keeps burning. And so I feel like the fire is still burning, but as we've gone on and we get away from the primary season and away from the endorsement of Hillary Clinton, I can sort of feel a momentum shift, kind of going away from the revolution being a thing that people saw as a child or a birth of Bernie Sanders, and more of a thing that we can continue on our own, which I think has its benefits for sure, and I think that's important. Now, your question about our revolution being tied back into that, it makes me think that the organization itself may not be, the organization Our Revolution may end up not being successful. But our revolution that has started now, and I'm not talking about the organization, I feel like there's a lot of hope and there's a lot of people fighting. And as you see in Lake Tahoe right now, and a few of the things we talked about earlier, and the Dakota pipeline, I think that a lot of people are ready to carry that torch. The one thing that I fear is that this will become the next Occupy movement, and that it will die off eventually. And I think with the Occupy movement is everybody was kind of like, we don't want a leader. We want this to be a democratic type thing where everybody is a leader and everybody contributes, which is important. And so I think that we do need leaders, but we need Pied Pipe leaders with a twist, that leaders that say, where do you guys want to go? I want to help take you there. Not leaders that say, hey, this is where we're going. You're either coming along with me or you're not.
Well, there are those that say that we don't need leaders at all, and that really what it takes is direct action to make to make change. We're seeing a form of direct action in Lake Tahoe right now, where we're getting the live Periscope feed and reports from Steiner. We'll go back to that, but I just want to share a little more video with some more direct action that's happening in North Dakota. This is on Facebook, and I will want to make sure I know where this is coming from. This is The Last Real Indians is the name of their Facebook page, and this is some of the action that was going on in the
prove it to the world that we can stand together
in North Dakota.
White, black, red, and yellow, and make this the greatest.
Like the water, we're gonna calm this crisis down. I hear the voice of your great-granddaughter saying, stop this pipeline now. People gonna rise like the water. We're gonna calm this crisis down. I hear the voice of your great-granddaughter saying, stop this oil spill now.
Suppressing the right to assemble. You're showing the world that the Constitution is a lie. You're showing the world the Constitution is a lie. We fight and die for a lie. We fight and die for a lie. The Constitution is a lie. The state will suppress the right to assemble. North Dakota is suppressing the right to assemble.
People gonna rise like the water.
The world
We're gonna calm this crisis down. I hear the voice of your great-granddaughter saying, stop this pipeline now. People gonna rise like the water. great-granddaughter. She's saying stop this pipeline now. We love you, Happy! We love you, Happy!
For the Constitution of the right
We love
to
you,
assemble.
Happy! The world's watching! We love you,
The whole
Happy!
world's watching.
We love you, Happy!
TV, internet.
You got this! Stay strong! We're here with you!
Suppress the right to assemble. Constitution's alive.
People gonna rise like the water. We're gonna calm this crisis down. I heard the voice of your great-grandmother. She sings stop.
This is what a warrior looks like. 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 This is what
This is a new warrior. This is a warrior who stands up for our rights. Rights that Native Americans have paid for in blood. To make the Constitution out a lie. A lie to the world. We have the right to assemble. Our warriors are dying. This is our warriors now. This is the grandson. This is the grandson of men who fought and died to uphold that Constitution. This is the grandson. This is our children.
Don't you touch him like
that you send on foreign soil to uphold that Constitution.
Down on his arms like that. You pull his shoulder out of joint.
He's in pain. Look at his face.
Stop pulling his arms down like that.
All right, folks, we're going to go back to the protest in South Lake Tahoe. We'll go back to that video. That was some action that was happening yesterday in North Dakota. But let's check in on South Lake Tahoe.
Joni Mitchell songs with the lyrics changed to reflect my favorite causes. I don't want to be part of this revolution. Take it away.
Step by step, the longest march can be won, Many hands can form an arch, singly none, and by union, what we will can be accomplished still. Drops of water turn a mill, singly none. Ain't gonna let nobody turn us around. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking. Gonna build a better world. You know, ain't gonna let the Blue Brothers turn me around, turn me around. They gonna let the Blue Brothers turn me around. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking. Gonna build
They are a nation of themselves. They're an economic nation, right? And they are one party.
Turn us around, ain't gonna let President Obama
turn us around. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking.
Gonna build a better world.
And then once you're done doing it, we're going to do the stuff that you're going to do in the future.
Have you been out here before?
system turned me around. I'm gonna keep on walking, keep on talking, gonna build it better.
Are they gonna use that Sawzall on you?
So you happy?
Don't cut him!
Oh, hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey!
Yellow sign! Yellow sign! Get behind
You guys want to move this sign behind the reporters over there?
Everyone face the camera!
Face this way.
You guys move back! Reach out!
Back towards me here, so we can face this camera. Here? Sure.
Everybody move behind the sign.
Alright.
Hey.
Okay. Hey Obama, you can't hide. We can see your corporate side. Hey Obama, you can't hide. We can see your corporate side. Hey Obama, you can't hide. We can see your corporate side. Hey Obama, you can't hide. Your committee echo side. Hey Obama, you can't hide. Your committee. Hey, ho ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey hey. Ho ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey hey. Ho ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey hey. Ho ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey hey.
So folks, you're watching a live Periscope stream
has got to go.
Lauren Steiner is on the ground there in South Lake Tahoe, Nevada side, to greet President Obama, Governor Jerry Brown, Senators Diane, Feinstein, and Senator Barbara Boxer, as well as others at the Lake Tahoe Forum. It looks like maybe they're expecting the motorcade to come by because they're starting to line up. Looks like about 40 or 50 protesters. We've also been checking on some video on Facebook of the protests that's going on up in North Dakota. That's also what you've been watching. And we're going to cover this for a little while longer. Hopefully they'll get Obama to at least see what they have to say.
The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Dave, check Slack.
The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, Obama, you can't hide. We can see your corporate side. Hey, Obama, you can't hide. We can see your corporate side. Hey, Obama, you can't hide. You're committing ecocide. Hey, Obama, you can't hide. You're committing ecocide. Hey, Obama, you can't hide. We can see your corporate side. Hey, Obama, you can't hide. We can see your corporate side.
Here's something. We can see it's something.
Citizens before corporations. People before profit. People before profit. People before profit.
People before profits! Citizens before corporations! People before profits! Citizens before corporations! People before profits!
Citizens over corporations. Real people aren't corporate.
people. Corporations are not people.
We prove it to the world that we can stand together. Right?
You're gonna take off. Show me the sign. Flip it over. Yep. You know what I'm doing. No TPP! 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 No TPP!
Ban fracking now.
Ban fracking now! Ban fracking now! Ban fracking now!
Ban fracking now. Ban fracking now. Ban fracking now. Our streets. Our streets. Our streets. Our streets. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like!
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like!
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like!
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like!
Hey, hey, ho, ho, the TPP has got to go.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go!
Hey, hey,
Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go!
hey, hey, ho, ho, the TPP has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the TPP has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the TPP has got to go. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the TPP has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the TPP has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the TPP has got to go.
And when it comes to Russia, I mean, you have this.
TPP has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho, the TPP has got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go! Hey! Hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go!
Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go! Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go! Hey, fracking now!
Ban fracking now! Ban fracking now! Ban fracking now! Ban fracking now! Ban fracking now! Ban fracking now! Ban fracking now! Ban fracking now!
Ban fracking now! You can't hide! We can see your corporate side!
Hey Obama, you can't hide! We can see your corporate side!
Can't hide! You can see your corporate side! Hey Obama, you can't hide! We can see your corporate side! Hey Obama, you can't hide! We can see your corporate side!
This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! No TPP!
No TPP!
No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP!
No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No!
Folks, you're watching ProjectSanity.org, simulcast on OurRevolution.tv. This is the robust opposition, and this is a protest in South Lake Tahoe, Nevada side, for the Lake Tahoe Forum, where President Obama, Governor Jerry Brown, and others will be speaking. This is a no TPP, stop fracking protest.
So anybody with a TPP sign,
we're hearing Steiner,
going that way?
Contributor to Project Sanity. Make sure you subscribe and get notifications for whenever we go live with the robust opposition or any of the Project Sanity shows.
And the rest of us will stay here.
Anybody who needs a sign?
I do.
There's a few stuff back here.
No fracking way! No
protest is
fracking way!
scheduled to go on
No
until 2. Not sure when Obama is supposed to show up. You know, they always run late to these events. Big Lauren Steiner will jump in at some point with a hangout to give us a report, but she's sort of coordinating this event. So she checked in with us early on this morning to know what was happening. We're hearing from her throughout the day.
2, 4, 6, 8, Okay, folks, so we're splitting up a little bit because sometimes the president and Hillary Clinton tend to give us the slip. So we're going to try to anticipate Plan B, and we're going to have, fortunately for you, so many people came out. We have enough people to go over there with some signs, and we're going to stay here with some signs. And hopefully the motorcade will pass us by. So in the meantime, we're going to have another song from Justice for Peace.
Here's a song dedicated to the whistleblowers. And we know that the Obama administration has been the most hostile to whistleblowers of any administration in our history.
I can't hear since the Espionage Act was enacted.
Come on, boomers, you remember that?
And speaking of whistleblowers, the SEC has just awarded $22 million to an ex-Monsanto executive through the whistleblower program that was established last year, I believe, or not too long ago. Legislation was passed, and as opposed to locking them up, these guys, there's been 2. This is the second largest of the awards, 22 million. The first one being 30 million. In this new program, they've given out $107 million so far in this SEC whistleblower program. So I find that interesting that Obama's locking them up while the FEC is actually starting to support whistleblowers.
Watch your song sheet, they're blowing in the wind.
Oh, thanks for comment.
So, Trump supporters over there, I don't see your no TPP sign that I gave you.
Where you guys out of?
Ooh, Trump supporters in the house.
2 days. Entirely during Obama's entire speech, we in the California delegation were holding up these signs to show the president that we do not want this global corporate coup d'etat, this NAFTA on steroids rammed down our throat like he's trying to do. Everybody's against the TPP. Need I remind you? Hillary Clinton is against the TPP, or so she says. Bernie Sanders has been against the TPP since before it was the TPP. He spoke out against NAFTA in 1991. You could find it on YouTube. That's why so many of us supported Bernie Sanders, because he's been a leading voice against these trade agreements.
And Jill Stein is against the TPP. Green Party, folks. In California, you have the luxury to vote your conscience. Vote for Jill Stein. Anyway, Donald Trump is against the TPP, or so he says. Obviously, if he were really against the TPP and he cared about American jobs, he wouldn't make his clothing in China and Bangladesh, now would he? But it's enough to say that he's against the TPP. We're happy that he's spreading the message, because guess what? The Republicans have to take support for the TPP out of their Republican platform. So now we have both parties united against the TPP, and the only one who's pushing it is President Obama. So what do we want to tell him? No TPP!
No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP! No TPP!
And Jerry Brown, Governor Jerry Brown, who's supposed to be at this event, I don't know if he is, but Jerry Brown has been besieged by anti-fracking activists. We like to call ourselves fractivists. Every place he goes, he doesn't do a lot of public appearances, but every place he goes, we're there with signs that say climate leaders don't frack. And why do climate leaders not frack? Because fracking actually releases greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Fracking for natural gas, methane, is a more potent greenhouse gas even than CO2. It's 84 times more powerful than CO2. 84 more times! And Pennsylvania is being destroyed by fracking. Oklahoma has earthquakes that they never had before because of fracking. The water in many places is being destroyed by fracking. The EPA actually tried to cover it up. The EPA in Dimmock, Pennsylvania admitted that the water was poisoned by fracking, and they authorized the company to start shipping bottled water to the residents, and then they were told to quiet down, to stop the water shipping, because Obama is supportive of fracking. Fracking has quadrupled under Obama. If you look at a map, a satellite map of the United States, you see fracking sites all over. Guess what? Even Dallas, Texas decided to ban any further fracking. That's how bad it is. And fracking did not quadruple under the Texas oil man governor, President George Bush. It quadrupled under Barack Obama with his U.S. shale initiative. Now, in California, we frack for oil. And we're fracking for oil in a state that is along the Monterey Shale. They found all this oil that they didn't know they had. And the Monterey Shale is also along a fault line. So who thinks it's a good idea to frack along a fault line? No! And fracking requires a lot of water. Who thinks it's a good idea to frack in a state that's undergoing chronic drought? Contaminate the water. And guess what else Jerry Brown did? He fired the head of the Department of Conservation and the Division of Oil and Gas Geothermal Regulation because they weren't approving enough fracking permits. So he fired them and put in these lackeys that are, basically working for the Western States Petroleum Association, the most powerful lobbyist in the state of California. They gave Jerry Brown $2.4 million for his election, for his re-election, for his Prop 1 campaign, and for his 2 charter schools in Oakland, California.
Corporations aren't people, so why should they be allowed to mess around with our democracy? Singing that corporations aren't people, so why should they be allowed to mess around with our democracy? Corporations aren't people, so why should they be allowed to mess around with our democracy? Corporations aren't people, so why should they be allowed to mess around with our democracy? You know, corporations aren't people, so why should they be allowed to mess around with our democracy? Corporations aren't people, so why should they be allowed to mess around with our democracy? Corporations aren't people, so why should they be allowed to mess around with our democracy? Corporations aren't people, so why should they be allowed to mess around with our Corporations aren't people, so why should they be allowed to mess around with our democracy? Corporations aren't people, why should they be allowed to mess around with our democracy?
Change corporate law, and it's clear to see civil rights are for people like you and me.
Corporations aren't people, why should they be allowed to mess around with our democracy? Corporations aren't people, why should they be allowed to mess around with our democracy?
Corporations help to bring down the economy. They contribute to democracy.
So, folks, you're watching ProjectSanity.org, simulcast on OurRevolution.tv, and this is the Robust Opposition. We are currently viewing a Periscope feed from the protest in South Lake Tahoe on the Nevada side, where Obama and Governor Jerry Brown will be speaking at the Lake Tahoe Forum. This protest organized by Steiner of Our Revolution LA and contributor to Project Sanity, fracking activist, longtime fracking activist, was successful in getting the Republican mayor of Beverly Hills to ban fracking in that city in California.
Do you want her to come on again, she's asking?
Yes. Yes, we're seeing if Lauren can come on again and talk about what's happening. Looks like we might have that happening. Folks, stand by. Either or.
Let's go! I'm Brandon Moss. Where do the profits go? The major multinational corporations.
Got it.
It's a people's democracy, not a plutocracy.
Yeah. But I like
decide the future, not the wealth holders and the oligarchs. TPP wars the upper class too. The wealth we control is a very, very few. Don't be afraid. Use Google. You use it every day.
a plutocracy, people? What is a plutocracy? To a higher duty I stay true. From Nuremberg to Baghdad, I know what I have to do. I am Daniel Ellsberg. To a higher duty I stay true. From Nuremberg to Vietnam, I know what I have to do. I am Edward Snowden. To a higher duty I stay true.
You hear me?
From Nuremberg to York.
Yeah, we hear you, Lauren. Stand by.
What I have to do. That's it, all the whistle blowers.
All right, Lauren, you are live. What's going on?
Okay, so about 10 minutes ago, we got word that Obama had landed at the airport. We got some great coverage by the local Channel 2 here. They had a unit at the airport. They have a unit at the location down the street where he's about to speak, and they had a unit here. And I don't know if you noticed, but we lined up. We had our banner behind the reporter, and we had our chants. We got in every single one of our chants while she did her stand-up, so we were pretty happy about that. Hopefully that'll be a good story that we could spread virally, as well as this excellent coverage that you guys are doing with the help of Ian. So right now, we lost a few of our people because we sent them up to another street that is parallel to our street, for the reason being that Obama always has several routes that he can go on. And we're here at the closest intersection to the, event. Oh my God, here comes some police cars. Guys, get ready. Somebody chant. We're going live. Right here. TPP. Stop TPP. Stop TPP. Stop TPP. Stop TPP. Okay, so that may have been. We see some more police officers up here. They've got some police officers right up several blocks above me with the sirens, and they've got the streets closed off. So he could be going anywhere. He could either come by here, which would be ideal, because we have our great banner that Autumn and her children made. Wait, oh, it's behind me. Yeah. So. Oh, okay, yes. So, I asked the police here, of course they wouldn't tell me which route he's coming on. So it could be anywhere. It could be here, it could be one street away. But in any case, we've got about 10 protesters on the other street that he'd have to go by. No matter which way he comes in, he's going to see us. So it should be any minute now. And also, we've got some people in the event who took in the No TPP signs, the small ones that you see behind me, the ones that we used at the Democratic National Convention, and they have pledged to hold them up during Obama's speech. So hopefully someone will have the presence of mind to take a photo of them doing that, and we can tweet this out.
Absolutely.
Also, we've got...
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, we've got the Trump protesters across the street, all three of them, and they have they're very cute here. They have Obama is Obama, big, awful, mistake, America, something like that. Anyway, I gave them a TPP sign to hold. They said they would. I told them that Trump is against it. And one of them was an evangelist who tried to evangelize me or whatever they did. Told me I was an emissary for Jesus, and so I took it. But they're not holding up the TPP sign. We're upset. Doesn't matter. We've got enough of us here. And I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but Chelsea Kent, who is a Bernie delegate from Honolulu, is organizing a protest tonight because Obama's going to the World Conservation Congress. It's the opening night, and he's going to be speaking about some conservation area that they've donated there. You know, the federal government has donated or protected. I think it's a marine protection area there in Hawaii. And he's trying to take credit for all this stuff, you know, like the Lake Tahoe Restoration Act, which spends $450 million to restore Lake Tahoe. But you know what? All of this money and all these marine sanctuaries are going to be wasted if the TPP, if he passes the TPP and he doesn't stop, you know, with the fracking. We've got 80% of the fossil fuels in the ground, as you know, to avoid catastrophic climate change. The ocean is acidifying, the coral reefs are bleaching out, the Arctic ice is melting, Greenland ice is melting, temperatures are warming up, we've got increased droughts, we've got increased wildfires, we've got increased floods, we've got increased tornadoes. I mean, I brought a book to read. I'm here on vacation after this. I didn't want to spend $450 just to come for a 3-hour protest, so I decided to take a few days R&R. And guess what book I brought to read? The Sixth Extinction. Basically, New York Times bestseller. And it's really going to be a pleasant, fun summer reading, I'm sure, for my little 3-day vacation. But I feel that I need to familiarize myself with this because apparently of all the extinctions that have happened on our planet, this is going to be the first one that's caused by mankind.
You know, we're and it's quite possible, you know, all of the latest that was a good shot of your ear there. Let's well, Lauren didn't bring her earbuds, but yes, this is yes, all of the evidence points to the positive feedback loops that are speeding up faster and faster. The scientists are freaking out over how hot it's getting, and it quite possibly be that we may not be able to grow anything in this country, in the center of this country, in the next 25 years or even less. So it's crucial.
Yeah, my mother lives in Florida. She's got a house right on the water in southern Florida, and I'm telling her to sell that house before it's too late. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now so as to protect my data, but if we get Obama, you'll see him on the Periscope.
Great.
And then I'll have to talk with you to close this protest off.
Absolutely.
All right?
Well, that's great. Yes, come back on when we'll be watching for Obama. Come back on when you have something to report. If you want to go live when that happens, jump right in and we'll grab you. All right, there we have that's definitely part of the robust opposition, folks. That's Lauren Steiner, and she is in Lake Tahoe, South Lake Tahoe, on the Nevada side, waiting for Obama, as we heard her report, and they are expecting him shortly. So we will keep this stream up, and hopefully we'll see the motorcade go by. He may avoid them as they do, but there is certainly a presence out there today. So although it may be they're very vocal, let's listen in a little bit, and then we'll talk about it on the other side.
I love both the kids there. They got the Fracking Hoots kids. It's perfect.
And Chevron too, we must rise up now. There's so much to do.
Okay, folks, so while we're waiting for the group there, the protesters, to meet Obama as the motorcade comes down the road to the forum, we also heard that he's going to be speaking in Hawaii, and that there's a group of protesters that are going to be greeting him there at the forum in Hawaii that's coming up. So the robust opposition, as it were, we are starting to, I'm coining this phrase, actually spoken by Lawrence Steiner on an interview we did here on Project Sanity. And also in the room with me is, of course, let me find a good shot of you. There we go. Is Eric Miller from Project Sanity. Eric, welcome. Thanks for monitoring this protest with me. You've been very active, and of course, in the no TPP and no fracking cause. And we heard some good information from Lawrence Steiner about the problems with fracking. And we're seeing hopefully more actions like this on subjects like this.
So actually, Dave, I know that you've been extremely busy with the back end, but I shot you a few messages, and there's a protest that is going on at the Washington Capitol right now that's organized by a few labor unions, and the state capitol is full of hundreds, maybe even it could be up to 1,000, judging from the videos, of people, and this is 5 minutes down the road from me. Right now, and these are labor unions organizing, and one of the things that they're protesting against is definitely the TPP. That's not where it ends for them. There's a lot of issues they're fighting for, but that's definitely one of the things that they're fighting for, is to stop this. And then there was also protest last night here in Washington. Donald Trump was having a big name fundraiser in Seattle. I forget the magnate. I believe it's a technology magnate that was hosting a fundraiser for Trump. And so a lot of people, including some close friends of mine, were up at that protest. And I may be able to get us some video. It's more likely that it'll be for tomorrow's show on Project Sanity at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. But then there's also the protest down in Mexico against Trump, and so I mean this is international. I mean everybody's standing up against a lot of the issues that everybody on our team is worried about, and it's been interesting to see the movement and the awareness grow. And yesterday there was a particular moment where a guy was kind of just riding by on his bike, and he stops and he goes, "Well, what's the TPP?" And so we instantly broke it down to him, and he said, "How do I fight it?" And so we gave him a postcard, and he just so happened to live in the district of the representative that we were protesting right in front of. And so he filled out a postcard, and we were able to hand his postcard to the representative, and that was kind of a quick moment thing. And so I think the biggest issue with the TPP right now is educating the masses, because the mainstream media doesn't seem to want to bring any particular attention to it. They'll bring some attention to the protests and the fact that, Congress is kind of debating the issue, but they're not really talking about the facts. And the facts are that only 4 out of 29 chapters even talk about trade at all. And the facts are that there's corporate tribunals that are going to be able to trump, so to speak, U.S. government and U.S. law that was voted in by the citizens of our country. And the facts are that the TPP completely just wrecks the environment, our water. It contributes to easier access for fracking in public lands. It's just a disaster, man. And the fact that corporate media is not covering this more just goes to show that corporate media has corporate interest in mind and not the interests of the people.
That is certainly the case. We're not, I tune into corporate media because, we need to, let me find our shot here. Sorry, yeah, I am working the back end. Thank you, Eric, for those links. And I'm bringing up, we just showed the link of the protest happening there in Washington. That was that video that we were watching with Eric there. That he linked us to, and I'm going to bring up that Mexico protest too. Yeah, I think, we were talking about that earlier, Eric, is that can these loose conglomerations of activists and groups, and can we keep it coalesced, can we stay together, because it tends to be without a leader, sometimes, we tend to get into our own things, and we all focus, we all think that our issue is the #1 issue. And we saw it during Bernie. We saw it during the last summer. All the Bernie groups. A lot of groups got fractured, and and broke up with with people because they thought they were doing it the right way. One of the stories that I caught today was one of the guys online found that the PBS, the interview with Jill Stein, they basically edited out the redistribution of that video, taking out all the stuff that was that people really needed to hear. So the blackout is the corporate media and keeping these ideas out of the public, and they're good at what they do. And just like Donald Trump, he's good at what he's doing at manipulating the media. So we're going to I'll get the protest up, that other link from Mexico. I really want to check that out. We are, of course, watching, folks. This is Project Sanity. You're watching the robust opposition on projectsanity.org. Make sure you subscribe and get notifications for whenever we do go live. We're going to try to go live with events like this on a semi-regular basis. I think we're going to start putting together a regular nightly news blast of stuff that's been going on, including catching events like this that are happening around the country and around the world. So we're going to start putting that together, and also grabbing live events. If you know something that's happening that needs to be covered, as you can see, we can grab Periscope events. We can grab Periscope feeds. We can grab YouTube feeds. We can grab anything. Oh, and here's Lauren Steiner. Let's see what she's got to say.
No.
Coming. We really do want him to see us. We're singing some great songs here, though, about from Ferguson to Baltimore, from North Dakota to Afghanistan. We're hitting on all the issues that we progressives are concerned about. So hopefully you guys watching the stream can be entertained by the music, and then hopefully a big surprise. I'll go back to the music now.
All right, a little windy in South Lake Tahoe. Beautiful place up there, South Lake Tahoe. The lake is amazing. So that was Lauren Steiner, of course, of Our Revolution LA. You're watching ProjectSanity.org, also simulcast on OurRevolution.tv. And we are at the protest, the No TPP, Stop Fracking protest in South Lake Tahoe. And we're checking in on some other stuff too that's happening. Let's listen in a little bit more on this. They're waiting for Obama, of course, and Governor Jerry Brown, as well as Senators Feinstein and Boxer, to get this message out, like Eric and I were talking about, getting the message to the people, getting the message to the politicians, really, letting them know that the people are not up for it anymore. We're not taking it anymore. Enough is enough. And let me get that other protest up from Mexico, and while we do that, let's watch this.
Amigos de Periscope, bienvenidos, buenas tardes a todos ustedes. Estamos nuevamente con ustedes, bueno, en transmisiones anteriores. Esta es la primera del día. Amigos en repetición, espero que se queden, que vean esta repetición. A la gente que está en este momento conectada, pues estamos aquí, ya vieron en dónde. Estamos aquí precisamente en lo que es la glorieta del Ángel de la Independencia, aquí en Reforma, en el mero corazón de la Ciudad de México. Estamos en... Y me uno porque digo, pues no está bien, ¿no? Que una persona de este tipo que ha hablado tanto de los latinos, no nada más de los mexicanos.
in South Lake
No
Tahoe,
es darle
waiting
importancia.
for Obama's
Mira,
arrival.
vamos a aclarar el tema. En realidad el señor, les voy a hablar personalmente, a mí en lo particular no me caía bien. Yo veía inclusive hace, no sé, más de un año antes de que se postulara, según él. Yo lo seguía, lo veía ahí en programas, ustedes lo han de haber visto también en televisión, en programas de cable, pero después que empezó con su campaña y a meterse con los latinos, como en el caso de todos nosotros, hola, ¿qué tal? Buenas tardes. Estamos aquí comentando de este señor. Entonces digo, vamos a ver las cosas como son. Digo, es como a ustedes. Si a ustedes yo les caigo mal o les hice algo, hablé mal de ustedes, yo creo que es muy difícil que me metan a su casa.
Trump sucks.
O sea, yo no invito a mi casa a alguien que me cae mal, que me ha hecho algo, que ha hablado mal de mí, que me ha tirado. Entonces digo, este señor...
Johnson, but he's libertarian. But he's running for what? He's running for president also.
Oh,
he's,
really?
he's on the ballot in all 50 states. The Libertarian Party doesn't get a lot of publicity because they're not allowed to debate in debates between the Republican and Democrat Party.
Okay.
I don't know. I think they were just here to support the protest. I don't know. I didn't come with them. I don't know. So.
Nada más pregúntale que en su país qué opinión tiene la gente de habla inglesa, los ciudadanos americanos. ¿Qué opinión tienen del señor Trump, por favor?
He wants to know your American people what do you think about Trump in the U.S.
Okay.
Most people.
Okay. I believe that most people in the United States are reasonable people and they want what's best for our country. Right now, Hillary is far, far ahead of Donald Trump in the polling. It's a long time until November when the ballot hits and we take our vote. So things can change, but she is leading Donald Trump by about 9 points in the polls right now. And I believe he's losing, and that's the reason that he is trying to reach out now sort of desperately to the Mexican people to try to garner support, and I don't believe that they will support him. He's said too many horrible things. Mexican people will not forget.
Okay.
So.
Pues ella dice que el pueblo americano es razonable, que busca como lo mejor para su país, pero que ellos ven que Hillary va en la delantera, en la contienda, lleva 9 puntos arriba y que todavía falta hasta noviembre, pero que no creen, o sea que Hillary va ganando y que más bien lo que ha hecho él ahora de venir a México es como para simpatizar con el pueblo mexicano, pero que el pueblo mexicano no olvida lo que ha dicho.
Perfecto. ¿La señora radica aquí en la Ciudad de México o está de paseo?
Está radicando por un año.
Ah, está radicando por un año. Ah, ok. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank
Nice to meet you.
Bye. Muchas gracias, te lo agradezco.
Thank you.
Pues bueno, yo creo que ya... Peña Nieto lo mandó a traer en helicóptero. Ahorita vamos a visitar a un amigo que ya saben cómo hacerlo, ya se los he dicho. Simple y sencillamente oprimen al mismo tiempo el botón de home y el botón de encendido a la vez, y con eso sale una linda imagen.
They broke it into folk songs now. At the protests in South Lake Tahoe.
This land was made for you and me.
I think that's public domain. I don't think we have a problem with that one. Let's just not sing the Star Spangled Banner, shall we?
I'm already sitting down.
How about that story, Eric?
Yeah, I'm already sitting down, Dave. It's okay.
Right.
Yeah. Yep, it looks like they went straight across where those police are. And I think somebody came by, somebody was just walking by and mentioned that he had already gone by.
Yeah.
So maybe they saw it or something.
Yeah.
Sounds like he may have gone by.
All right, folks, so Obama is in there. He didn't pass us by, but we've got some folks coming who were at that corner, and we'll just wait for them to walk over here and ask them if he saw them. Stand by.
This land is your land. This land is my land.
The main protest missed Obama. He's inside now. And we're waiting to hear back from one of the other corners here to see if maybe they saw them there. They're slippery, these guys. They, you know, Hillary makes a slip all the time. They don't like this in their face.
Well, they're afraid we're going to bomb them. Which is not our thing.
Super slippery.
I don't want to use the word snake, but seems to fit.
Well, you know, they don't want to face it. You know, Obama knows what's going on with this climate crisis. He gets the memos. He knows about these feedback loops, these positive feedback loops, and NASA's freaking out. Everybody's freaking out, and they're all running around with their hair on fire, and Obama's just like, carbon tax, or whatever. You know, global, whatever. You know, the last big climate meeting. You know, oh, it's the greatest, like the platform. You know, the greatest agreement ever. You know, towards stopping us. Jill Stein, Bernie Sanders, they're talking about, you know, off of it by, you know, 2050, which is our only hope.
Yeah.
It's our only hope. So looks like we might be winding up this protest. We are in South Lake Tahoe. We've been with Lauren Steiner, and she's been checking in, part of the robust opposition here on Project Sanity.org, also simulcast on
back where I come from.
TV. Please subscribe, get notifications for the new shows that are going to go live, and anytime we can pick up a protest like this, we will bring it to you.
Obama is in there. We want to take as many of us down as close as we can get. We want to chant no TPP as he's talking. We need somebody to stay with the stuff. He is there. He's
No,
in
at the event. I mean, he's arrived at the event. You want to try and go down there?
So who wants to
We can't
stay
get
here
in,
with the stuff?
obviously, but
Okay.
Thank you. We only need one person. So you take pictures.
Go down there and raise some hell, everybody.
Let's go, guys.
Yeah. I'll stay here and grab the board.
And if
See.
Nicole and
Yeah, no TPP signs. Yeah.
I will be here with everything else.
I know, I'll talk to you.
Sorry.
Water, guys, get your water.
So it looks like they're going to do a little march. I don't know if this is permitted, but it looks like they're going to go down to wherever the forum is happening and see if they can make some noise.
Water, everybody, don't forget to get a water.
Oh yeah, where are those at?
They're in both of them.
Oh great.
Guys, TPP, let's go. Ian, who's got the megaphone?
No, I told them it was
You don't need a megaphone, Lauren. Come on.
Hope
You
he's
got
well.
the lungs.
Where do we go?
Our leader will return.
So Periscope is live streaming all of this right now?
Live streaming right now, and we're gonna have and we're gonna have a record afterwards too. It saves, and we're gonna be able to upload it.
The Santa Cruz 11 is here to support the opposition of the TPP, and also we stand in unity with Standing Rock. No oil in the water.
The TPP has got to go. Hey, ho, ho. The TPP has got to go.
Hey, ho, ho.
The TPP has got to go. Hey, ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho,
Looks like
ho.
the police are interested in
The
following
TPP
them.
has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. You can't hide. We can see your corporate side.
Echo side. That too.
Hey, Obama, you can't hide. We charge you with ecocide.
Hey, Obama, you can't hide. We charge you with ecocide. Hey, Obama, you can't hide. We charge you with ecocide. Ho, ho.
The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey.
Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
Oh, JJ.
The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey.
Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go.
Ho, ho.
The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go.
Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho. The TPP has got to go.
Side or the other, the yellow one? No? Okay. Thank you.
Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The
TPP has got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho!
The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey! Ho, ho! The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey!
Uh-oh, I hope that cop talking to Lauren isn't telling him something bad.
Yeah, she knows how to handle cops. She's white and Jewish and not going to be hassled. Yeah.
Name dropping.
Yeah, knows everybody.
By the regulations that we are here.
Liberty can't be defined. You work for Harvey.
Gentlemen that can help us and you advise.
All right, guys, we're going to be going around the periphery.
Okay, you go chant.
If you guys want to chant for a good cause, then do it the right way.
Is it just all the way to the sidewalk, and you can protest all you want?
Yeah.
All the way to the...
All right, looking like maybe the stream has dropped for a second. He has certainly
All
been.
the way to the sidewalk.
It's back. Wow, this guy. Ian is great. Ian Aldaris.
Protest is fine as long as it's
Ian Aldaris has been giving us this story for like the last 2 hours. It's been great.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Right? All the way to the sidewalk.
Why don't we ask the sheriff if we need to leave? Do we need to leave? Is this private property, this sidewalk?
All this whole area is all
Why don't we ask the sheriff if we need to leave? Do we need to Oh wait, actually, hold on. I'd like you to tell us on camera that we're not allowed to be here before I leave.
I got a ton of that.
The TPP has got to go. Hey, hey. Ho, ho.
All right, so we'll go back to that as soon as it comes back on. Looks like Ian Alardis. Thank you, Ian, for this great stream all morning, and thanks to Lauren Steiner for hooking us up to it. We'll go back to it as soon as it comes back on, but it looks like he's either lost his signal. They are on the march. They are headed to the location where Obama is currently in the room. They avoided the protesters. Often happens, but they're on the march back to wherever he's speaking, and they're going to try to make some noise. Of course, they were, Lauren was, as you mentioned, Eric, the police were following them and approached Lauren as the organizer, and she does very well handling the police. She has no fear, Lauren. She will speak to anybody about her cause and her views, and does it in a very respectful manner, and is able to open a lot of doors, especially for us here on Project Sanity. She's gotten us some great interviews with Bill McKibben and great coverage of great tips on actions that are happening here in the Los Angeles area. So she's a great resource and really a fearless activist and progressive, and really happy to have her as part of the show and bringing us that stream, hooking us up with that stream from this action with, doesn't look like anybody else was streaming. We were looking for periscopes and other feeds, really couldn't find any. So we thank Ian Alardis again for streaming that. He didn't seem to know we were broadcasting, which Lauren, I guess, failed to tell him. But he'll find out. He'll find out in a minute when he gets home that we broadcast his whole stream from Periscope. So as I say, it looks like this protest is wrapping up, Eric. But tomorrow, we're going to continue talking about the robust opposition. We saw some video from earlier today. I believe the stream was live, actually, from North Dakota and the Standing Rock protests. And we're going to have a guest on tomorrow that's going to be there live. Why don't you tell us again a little bit about tomorrow's show and who's going to be joining us?
Yeah, so we do have Miguel, a friend of mine, who is out at the Standing Rock protest, and he's been out there since Sunday, I believe now, and I actually put in a call to him, and he's staying out there a little bit longer just to get on live with us, so that's pretty cool to him. And then we also have Chris Reidand, who is the opponent to our guest from last week, which was Aaron Jones, and so Chris Reidand is the other state superintendent candidate, and it's a pretty interesting dynamic because since Washington is a top 2 state, it's actually 2 really progressive candidates that are running for state superintendent that moved on to the general election. I also believe we may have something pretty significant in terms of what's going on here with Project Sanity to talk about. And just lots of great stuff. And there might be some packages that we can show or that we will be showing. Time dependence. I know we already had another guest that we aren't able to get on, and we had to kick to next week. But yeah, lots of great stuff in store. And today was really awesome as well. Lauren's awesome. And it seems like she's always doing something to fight for justice. So.
Well, absolutely. Well, she was doing it, she was one of the founders of the Occupy movement, like we were talking about, and what happened with them is they, it seemed like it was going to be a real movement, but it got fractured, just like they all seem to do. So we'll see if activists like Lauren and the folks out there in North Dakota, the Standing Rock tribe, the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, they, the original peoples, the native peoples of this country are finally they've been doing it forever, but they are leading the way, really leading the way in stopping this oil and gas rape of the earth. Keep it in the ground really is the theme of this no TPP, stop the fracking. We were talking about how we really don't even know what this TPP is going to do. We haven't even talked about the TPP in the context of the internet and what it's going to be doing to chill speech and stop shows like this, quite frankly, which of course is projectsanity.org, also simulcasting on ourrevolution.tv. And we're going to be bringing you the Robust Opposition, which is going to be a new show. That's what we're going to try to do here with me leading the way, and joined by Eric Miller and others of the Progressive Army and Project Sanity. And we're going to bring you actions from around the country and around the globe. If you know of something that's going to be happening, people that are standing up for our rights and our water and our air and our land, let us know at projectsanity.org. You can reach me at dc@ourrevolution.tv. I'm also on Twitter at ourrevolutiontv. And Eric, where can people find you?
Yeah, it's on Twitter. It's at EM, E as in Eric, M as in Miller, Project Sanity. And then they can also shoot me an email, I don't mind, at wethepeoplespolitics@gmail.com. I also have a secondary Twitter address, standing the number 4 and people, and kind of use both of those Twitter accounts, and that's the main email. And soon there will be a website, but that's a little secret.
Secret, all these secrets. Nis mutes himself when he has something very secret to say. But and Nis, of course, will be back with us. Nis Peterson, along with Richard Green, who founded, of course, Project Sanity, and brought us all together. This ragtag fugitive fleet of progressives trying to stick to the issues and go beyond the mainstream chatter of emails and vulgarity and just the dog and pony show that we're getting from the mainstream media. We're going to try to cut through a lot of that. We do have hopefully some really big announcement to make tomorrow on the show. Tomorrow is a really big show with Chris being on. Of course, we had a great show with Aaron Jones last week. Chris is going to be on tomorrow, her opponent, and that's what we want to do. We want to get politics down at the local level. All politics is local, and talk about these issues. And we're going to be doing lots more stuff with Washington State coming up. That's part of the news. So tomorrow is going to be a big show. So tune in, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, projectsanity.org. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You can follow me at Our Revolution TV on Twitter, DC here, also on Facebook, and of course at YouTube, ourrevolution.tv. And we're going to continue this process and hopefully make a difference here in this election. We're still trying to get, of course, Jill Stein into the debates. I don't know how easy that's going to be. It's seeming like she's starting to get into the polls, but hasn't quite broken through yet, where Gary Johnson is getting a little closer. So, but we're going to continue the struggle for that, because both of those candidates need to get their voices heard so we can have a real democracy and we can have a real election. So we're going to continue the struggle here at projectsanity.org. We're going to continue the struggle at the Progressive Army. Tune in to tomorrow's show. I want to thank Lauren Steiner for hooking us up with this protest and all the stuff that's going on just everywhere. She's a great resource and a great contributor to Project Sanity. Ian Alardis, it looks like Ian Alardis was giving us this Periscope stream, and all of the other folks that we checked in on today, I want to thank them. And I'll be around tomorrow doing probably the back end for the show for Project Sanity, and I'll check in, but please join us, subscribe to the channel, like us, share us, and if you have any information on stuff that's going on, let us know here at the Robust Opposition, and we will bring it to the folks on the channel. So thanks for being with us, and we'll see you tomorrow on Project Sanity. Thanks, Eric.